Happy Monday. It is Monday Night Paws time here at Canine Care Hub. I have just got back from the wonderful Ibiza. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I've got a viewer. Can you give me a little heart or something if you can hear me, viewer? Hopefully you can. I do have this all plugged in. I do have perfect. I can hear myself. It's all good. So yeah, just got back from the wonderful Ibiza. First trip away with my son. He's only 9 months. First time on a plane and traveling back on my own with him. Fun times. Now, the topic that I'm coming to you with on tonight's Monday Night Paws is burnout. And that is related to the holiday because for me, holidays are how I fill my cup up. I like to have my next trip planned in so that I can segment my life into breaking down when my next holiday is and how much time do I have before that next holiday. I find that even just having something forward planned in the diary really is beneficial to my health and well-being, because let's be honest, health is the tectonic plate that if it shakes, everything else is gone. And I've been poorly this week, actually, got a sickness bug from my wonderful son. And yeah, I tell you, no work got done. And it's the same with burnout, same with mental health. It's the same if you get a bug in your mental health and it leads to burnout in your business, then you're not going to be the best person that you can be for your business and for the dogs that come to us for care. So how do we manage burnout? How do we avoid it? And how do we look after people in our world as well? So first top tip from Monday Night Paws. For those that have never been on Monday Night Paws before, this is our opportunity to take a pause and work on our business rather than in our business. Or what we're doing tonight is focusing on something that makes us healthy and well so that we can serve and be the best for our business as well. I'm Elizabeth Hack, an expert speaker, trainer, facilitator, and I've been looking after small independent business owners for the last decade. I'm a qualified dog groomer myself, a trainee dog trainer, and I love working with vet physios. So if you're listening to Canine Care Hub, you're here and I'm here to look after you. So if I can support and help you, please let me do so. And that leads on very nicely to topic number one. And I have to be careful on this topic because emotional intelligence, the book Emotional Intelligence, teaches us that if you verbalize about a negative emotion too much, then actually it can only raise the vibration of that emotion. But when I'm saying verbalize, when it comes to airing concerns for yourself, your mental health, or for your business's health, then we're verbalizing with the action steps laid out here. So we are verbalizing it to our team. For example, it was Will Greenwood, I think he's rugby, won the Rugby World Cup with the England team, that said he could sometimes show up to a meeting and be like, guys, I'm only a 4 out of 10 today. That's all you're going to get from me. So it's verbalizing where you're at truthfully, rather than just showing up with this like fake energy, although sometimes fake it till you make it. But yeah, verbalize it. Okay, this is where I'm at, so just be aware of this with me, rather than verbalize, like constantly telling yourself, I feel rubbish, I feel down. That's only going to bring you down. So verbalizing with the action step of to actively communicate to your team so that you can verbalize what the needs and expectations are, and also verbalize to capture. So capture that on an issues list or just brain dump. If you're feeling overwhelmed or burnt out from just the pressure of expectation of what you have for your business, or like all the tasks that you need to get done. It's about verbalizing it so that you can capture it, or somebody else can capture it as your. Sometimes it's easier for you to verbalize and your teammate to capture, so that we can then work on an action plan going from there. If you don't have teammates and you're a solo canine expert, then that's where something like the coaching with me is really beneficial, because we can do that together. And if you're part of the Hub Club, you have access to me directly through WhatsApp, and we can do that exact thing whenever you need. So yeah, get around it. And once we've got it captured, we then focus on, okay, so which of these action points will move us and drive us forwards in this week ahead? Or which of these action points helped us towards our goals that we've set for this 90 days? If this is stuff that's not within these 90 days, or it's not pressing right now, like who can we outsource this to? Or who can we ask for help when it comes to this topic? So it's, once we've captured it, we can start analysing it like almost from like above it rather than in it, and go, okay, getting this and this and this done needs to be done, but not by me. Who can I delegate that to in my team? Or I wonder who can help me. Let's ask a question on a social platform and go, does anyone know anyone that can solve IT problems, for example? And managing your expectations when it comes to burnout, business, life, it's, you're happy when you meet your expectations, and you're not happy when you aren't expectations. And sometimes it's just expectation management, and putting things into context as to where you're at right now can help minimize that feeling of burnout as well. So if you are working 40-60 hour weeks because it's about to be the run up to Christmas, and you're going to have so many clients in, maybe don't make that the 90-day period that you then try and launch a whole new website, for example, or try to train 16 people. Setting yourself as an expectation, and that is very much easier said than done. As a mother myself, you know, your day gets consumed by little ones, and it's about having that expectation. What are the top 3 things that I can get done today that's going to help me move forwards? And then you can, and actually reflection is a super important tool as well. And this is where it's nice to have someone to coach with, because you can go, okay, so I got this and this done, and I didn't get this and this. But in your own head you go, oh, I'm gonna, your energy goes to what I didn't do. Whereas when you can verbalize with a coach or a team member and go, this is what we got done, then it's like, brilliant, how great that we managed to get that done on top of everything else that we had today. So manage your expectations. So number 1, verbalize and capture. Number 2, manage expectations of self. Number 3, compartmentalize. So this is borrowed from a wonderful podcast that I listened to on organizing your house. And one of the methods to keeping your house tidy, by the way, I don't have a tidy house, so I'm not going to pretend that I was listening to the podcast to try and solve. But one of the topics that she gave as a solution, which is a fabulous topic which I have embraced, is compartmentalizing stuff. So there's a box. So we're going to store, for example, pens in this one storage box or jar. And if there's more pens and room in the jar, then we remove the pens. So it's like the less is more attitude. So physically compartmentalize, can't say it. Compartmentalize physically will help you stay way more organized, because when you need hair stuff, for example, it's in one little compartment within this drawer, and you know exactly where it goes, and you know exactly where it goes back. I was hot on this in my grooming salon. Like, my blades were in the same order, and they were cleaned and sterilized and put back in the same order, and my scissors sat in the same drawer, because time is precious, and you can feel really burnt out if you're constantly searching for things. Again, easier said than done. I have a whole speech that I do on losing my keys. I'll have to link it. If anyone wants to hear the losing your keys story, you can either hire me as a speaker, or I can get you a copy of one of the speeches I've done. So physically within your world, physical boxes, compartmentalize what needs to go where. Mentally, and for your business, we compartmentalize by creating 90-day worlds and setting our goals for those 90 days. That way, when new things come into that world that's not set within our structure, we can go, yeah, cool, great idea, boing, bounce you off. You can go over here on the future waiting list that we can look ready for the next 90 days. That way you can go, this is my goal, this is what I'm working towards in these 90 days. Anything extra that comes in, great opportunity, capture, hold, and make, can I reach out to you again at this time? Or go, not right now. We're putting this aside, and we're going to keep focusing on what we're doing, because it's when you get momentum, and when you see yourself succeeding, and in a day you go, oh, I did those 3 things that I promised I'd do today, then that's where you win, and that's how we prevent overwhelm. And when you're not overwhelmed, you're not burnt out, and nobody wants you burnt out, because you are too important to get stuck. Rest and recuperation is point number 4. And like, when you need it, just take the rest. They were saying for motherhood is rest when nap, sleep when the baby sleeps. And during my illness this week, yeah, absolutely, that's what I did. In business, this is, give yourself that, book yourself that holiday, take yourself out for a day, take yourself away from your business to sit in a coffee shop to work on your business rather than in your business. Go and get those micro tasks done by removing yourself from the environment. And if you need to rest, if it's a weekend and you feel like you need to get that paperwork done, if it's not for legal reasons, and if it's not for urgent care for the client that's coming in within the next 24 hours, rest. And you'll actually do better. I used to market gyms, and I used to live out of a suitcase, and I used to move every 6 weeks. It was a fun transient life. I'd work 70-80 hour weeks doing the promotion and the marketing for these gyms, and I used to say that I'd work hard, party harder, and then crash. I'd have one day a month where, and there was something that I was taught, and I renamed into a disco nap, a 20-minute nap. So your sleep cycles for an adult are 90 minutes long, and if you don't let yourself nap if you if your prime amount of nap time is 20 minutes. So I used to set an alarm for 30 minutes. So I had 10 minutes to wind down into sleep, and then my alarm would go off and I'd be ready to go. Taking those micro rests actually invigorated me to be able to go back out and sell long-term health and wellness, and dress up as Wonder Woman and wobble board on the side of the road, because when you're depleted, you can't have that good energy, the high energy, and the person with the highest energy has the most influence. So take the rest when you need it. Also, you don't have to be perfect all the time. This is my permission to you on this Monday Night Pause to let you know you don't need to be perfect. And actually, authenticity sells. People don't buy things, they buy people. And as long as you're not sharing your whole life story, people don't want to know about, I don't know, divorces, or your clients don't want to know too much, but you can be super honest. And social media is really hard, so sometimes taking a break from social media and the news is a really healthy thing to do as well. It's called a negativity cleanse. I used to do 30-day negativity cleanses, and I would be quite brash and go, hold up, I'm on a cleanse, sorry, I can't hear that right now. To some people that used to be quite negative Nancy's in my world, and that takes a lot of balls. So I'm probably not recommending that. I'm recommending the social media. If there's a person that when you log on to social media makes you feel less than, unfollow them. You don't have to unfriend them, but unfollow them for 30 days. And the news, my goodness, I feel much better. It's probably been about 7 years since I've been muting and moving away from listening to the news, particularly in the lockdown. There wasn't any good news, was there? It was death and awfulness. It was, ugh. So do yourself a favour, and it is Les Brown. I think it's Les Brown. It might be. Anyway, Les Brown does say this. You have to stand guard to your mind, and it's up to you to say, no, this is coming through. This is not coming through. Is this going to serve me today? Is the thought pattern. And focusing on the controllables as well. When you're in burnout, you can't control everything. You can control your own world. So managing your expectations and listening to the news is something that can prevent you. Frozen. I'm back. I am back. And it seems to have zoomed in. What is going on? Hi guys. The news. Managing and blocking, going, okay, can I control what I'm hearing on this news? Most of the time, no. So is it worth it entering our environment today? I'm gonna push you. This week, my challenge to you is to have a little 7-day negativity cleanse. Unfollow, not unfriend, unfollow those that make you feel less than. Have a look at your own expectations and set yourself some tasks that in 90 days, if you were to achieve them, you would feel amazing about yourself. Reflect on how much you've already done. Take the rest and book the holiday. That was that Monday Night Pause. I'm here every Monday at 8:15 p.m. If you want any support whatsoever, you need someone to help to verbalize with, then I'm here for you. Reach out to us and me and my team will be here to look after you. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Enjoy your negativity cleanses, and I want to hear how they go. I will see you live next week, and I'll see those that are here for coaching on a call this week. Can't wait. Have a great one. Bye.